Welcome to another live interview with online business owners. I'm Serena from Washington State, USA, and I have a special guest today, and we're going to let our guest to introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Deborah. I'm originally from the UK, but I now live in Jamaica. I'm a wife. I have a son he's a grown man now. He's 35, and I love to travel. I'm based in Jamaica right now though, but so everybody knows me. They know that I love to travel. So that's me in a nutshell.
Nice. Um, Nice to meet you, first of all, Deborah. For those people who are
Nice to meet you
watching
too.
us today, or maybe later, just to let you know that it's the first time me and Deborah are meeting through this live show. And we don't know much about each other. I just know that Deborah is being in this business for a while, and she know that I'm in this business for a while, and I got the pleasure of having Deborah as my guest today. Thank you for accepting my invitation, Deborah. I really appreciate
You're,
your time.
you're welcome.
And now that you talk like two sentences, now I realize that I have one thing in common with you, which is travel, which is good.
Okay, okay.
Because I love travel. I just my friends they call me Marco Polo, because I travel a lot, and
Yes.
my my home is my second home. My first home is the plane or my car. So
That is funny.
so I'm a real estate broker for those people who don't know me, and who there is a lot of people they just joined us. Recently, through our Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube channels. So this is the introduction for those people who just joined our pages. I'm a real estate broker. I am in my office right now, in my real estate office, and in Washington State, and I'm working full time as a real estate broker, and of course, having my online business on side. Since I travel a lot, and I have to put everything on hold on my real estate broker business and travel. And while I'm traveling, I'm working on my online business.
Mm.
So, guess what time is it now? Question time. I promise I'm going to make it a little bit easy on you, Deborah. So, Deborah, tell me, why online business?
Well, I'm going to go back a little bit now. Back in 2014, I actually, okay, I'm going to try and make this short because I do tend to talk a lot about this. I was I was working as a finance officer back in the UK many years ago. I was actually a finance officer for about 16 years. And I was also a Reiki healer. I did that part-time on the side. And one evening, I got home from my full-time job and I did a Reiki healing treatment on my friend and I passed out. I fainted. And I was out for like 2 minutes. And those 2 minutes changed my entire life and my perspective on life. I was, to cut it short, I was off from work for about 7 months. I spent 7 months at home, had a lot of time to think about my life and what I wanted to do with it. And I knew I didn't want to go back into this finance job. I just knew there was so much more to life out there. So eventually I did go back. And when I walked into the office, I started crying like crazy. And because I knew that if I stayed in that job, I'm going to be there until I retire. And I didn't want to be doing that. I knew that wasn't my purpose. And I knew that we're not here on this earth to just work the 9 to 5 job and struggle constantly. And I felt that's what I was doing. And I wanted to get out of that situation. So that day I quit. I resigned from my job. It was a crazy thing to do at the time, but I knew that I had to do it. Um, but I had a mortgage to pay, so I didn't know, like, okay, now I've quit my job, I need to pay my mortgage. What am I going to do? So when I did leave, I then realized that, okay, it's time to look for something else. So I've always kind of wanted to go online, because going working online, you're working for yourself, you work your own hours. And I a few this was actually about a year later. I made up a dream board, and I put on the dream board online business. And 3 days later, I stumbled across this online business. But the reason, going back, sorry, because I'm drifting a little bit, the reasons why I started it was I wanted to take back control of my life. I wanted to work my own hours, you know. I wanted to help my family out financially whenever they needed it. And I also wanted to continue traveling because I love to travel so much. And with this online business, you can travel while working the business at the same time. And that for me was a win-win situation. And I continue to travel now. I'm in Jamaica at the moment, but as I said previous, um, I'm actually from the UK, and I've been traveling like for years. I've been traveling, but my main base is here in Jamaica. So the reasons for me were deep, were deep. I just wanted to take back control of my life and my finances as well.
Absolutely. That's an
Yeah.
amazing story. One of the things that really amazes me is in this online business is, the stories that we hear from all these, business owners, how they join the business and their big
Mm.
whys, right? I mean, myself, I told you I love traveling, and I moved to US. I got married with my husband and moved to US, and um, I was in Canada for so many years. I migrated to Canada when I was very young, and all my life I just worked like crazy, like literally
Yeah.
a week, and 12 to 14 hours a day. And I didn't enjoy the time when my kids were growing up. I didn't get a chance to see them more often, and
Mm.
problems. I had business back in Ontario. Obviously, problems of offline businesses, dealing with employees, uh,
Yeah.
vendors, dealing with customers, angry customers sometimes, and robberies and all that stuff. So uh,
Yeah.
it's really, really, after a while, when you're younger, you don't feel it, but then after a while,
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets on you
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
And when I moved here, I was talking to my husband. I said, he wanted me to support me to open another business here in U.S. But then I said, he said, do you really want to go back? Because he's an engineer and he travels most of his time, and he was telling me, you're gonna get stuck, and you're a workaholic lady, and I know that you're not gonna, you know, take it easy, and let's
Mm.
do something easier, because
Mm. Yeah.
we don't get younger every day. We get older, and later on you'll
Mm.
have a joint problem and this problem and that problem.
Yeah. That's,
So then, I absolutely loved my retail business. I still sometimes think about it, and I would love to go back. I get chance, I would definitely would love to go back. It's just, it's just my passion. The retail business is my passion. That's what I
yes.
love. But it is what it is. Sometimes you have to take harsh decisions in your life, for your future, for your family's future, and this is
Yes.
what I decided. So to start an
So,
online business and spend more time with my husband and travel.
do you know what? Do you know what I also love as well? Is not having to wake up to an alarm clock.
Uh, Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
I don't have to do that anymore, and it just feels so wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
there's a
Deborah,
such.
I have been to Jamaica. This is I don't remember exactly when, but I have been to Jamaica, I think 8 years ago. I
Oh,
absolutely
really?
loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'm
Where
going to
did you
come back
go?
again. I don't remember exactly, that was, I think it was, I don't remember. I still have the pictures. I'm going to send you, if I find the pictures with my
Yeah,
kids,
send it to me.
I'm going to send the picture to you.
And when you come back, definitely let me know and we'll hook up for
Of
sure.
course, yeah, we'll go out together.
Yeah.
So, Deborah, I'm just curious to know that how did you hear about this online business?
Right. I heard about this business through I was scrolling through social media. It was actually Facebook, and I saw an ad that said "Work smarter, not harder." And at the time, I was actually looking for an online business at the time. And I thought, oh, this looks interesting. So I clicked on it. And then it immediately said, okay, pay 149 to start. So I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I was one of those people at the time where I thought, no, I don't want to spend any money right now. So I just scrolled past it. So a couple of days later, I was on YouTube and I saw an ad of this man. He was in the middle of a field with stroking his dog, and he was talking about how this online business has changed his life and how thousands of people are joining this business. So I thought, oh, this looks interesting. So I clicked the learn more button. I watched a webinar which blew my mind totally. It had all these people talking about how they found this online business and how they've changed their life and how they're earning more than they earned like in their 9 to 5 job. And straight away, when you just get this feeling and you think, yeah, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. And it just turned out that that Facebook ad was the same business anyway. So I was destined to find this business. It just wouldn't leave me alone. So yeah, that's how I actually found this business. And I dived in. I invested in myself, and I thought, you know what? If I want to make this work, if I want to work for myself and take back control of my life, then Deb's just take that leap of faith, just jump in and do what you have to do to make it work. And I've never looked back. I'm so happy that I did. It was the best decision that I've made for my life. You know.
So, when you see that ad, were you kind of skeptical? If yes,
Yeah.
from 1 to 10, how skeptical you were about this ad?
Well, the first, as I said, the Facebook one, when it was asking me for $149, I thought, no, it's just another business, just somebody asking me for money. So I thought, no, I don't like the sound of that. You're already asking me for money, so no. So I was like very skeptical in the beginning. But as I watched that workshop, the one with the testimonies and people describing the business and how they found it, and the successes that they're having, that that just turned it around for me. And as you said, from 1 to 10 skeptical, I was probably about 8
Oh,
at
wow.
first. Yeah, I was quite skeptical, but
Wow.
that turned around in like 3 days. That turned around completely to going to 1.
Nice. But the way I started it was very different because I didn't, see any advertising or anything like that on social media. It's one of my very old best friends from Canada. When I moved here, I still I was in contact with her, and she knew that my husband travels a lot, and he wants me to be with him all the time. So
Hmm.
she told me, she said, why do you want to get into offline business again and get stuck? And, just, I started this online business because I had two young kids and I wanted to take care of my kids myself. So I started this and it's an amazing business. Why don't you try this? Maybe you like it.
Yeah,
And I said, okay, well, what is it? Like, what do you do? What do you sell? And she said, well, we don't sell any product. The
yeah,
system sell the product for us as an initial investment, and people they buy this to use it at their home. and they don't resell that product. But what we do is social media marketing on different platforms, and then we earn commission based on that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Then she invited me for the webinar, and and then after that she invited me for the a trial session, and that's how everything
Yeah.
started. Yeah, but I was, if I have to say that between me and my husband, who was more skeptical, it was me. But like, and not that I was thinking, I don't know if this kind of a work is mine. Does it suit me or not? Because I like to go and meet people, and I'm very social. So, and then my husband, pushed me, and he really supported me. He said, you know what, you put your finger on anything, you just do amazing. Just go for it. I know you can do it, and all that stuff. So I am really glad that he had that trust on me, and I accepted it and moved forward.
Yeah. It's just taking that step, isn't it? Because I know a lot of people probably look at it and think, oh my God, I can't do that. They can do that, but I can't. As like when I started, and I was being explained the business and everything, and I thought, oh my gosh. But you get a mentor and you get a coach to guide you like every step of the way, and then you have the training platform as
Nice.
well, which helped so much. Without that and without my mentor, my coach, it would have been a little bit more difficult to get through. But yeah, this people could probably look at this business and think, yeah, I can't do that, so therefore I'm not even going to try. But sometimes in life you have to step out of your comfort zone. You can't, if you want your life to change, and you have to change
Exactly.
yourself if you want your life to change and to move forward. So fear gets the better of all of us,
I know.
but
And
it's fighting
and
that fear.
actually, when we started, and when like me and people who around me, when we started at that time, this training was not even that detailed. Right now, the training is like so detailed, and you can, you know, I mean, I remember there was times that I was getting stuck, and I had to, get help from my mentor and my coach. Or
Yeah.
sometimes, I'm kind of like shy. I don't feel like going and asking too much questions from my mentor, but I was like looking on the YouTube or Googling all the answers. But now it's like so easy to
Yeah.
follow because it's always video based and step by step. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my my next question for Deborah is, how can people get more information about this online business?
Well, you can catch me on my Facebook page, which this should be playing on, and you can also go to my website. And when you get to my website, you just add your name and your email address, and I'll send you the information. So it really is that simple.
Awesome. So when you when people they go to our website, you just have to enter your email and your name, or you can even enter your nickname. It doesn't have to be like your real name if you're not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Put your email address, or send us your email address yourself. You can send me
You're
more
asking.
information that way. Once
Hmm.
you register in our website, what will happen is you're going to receive an email from us with a webinar. Remember, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have live webinars. You are most welcome to join the live webinars. You can ask questions live, and you will be answered all those questions live. And once you watch the webinar, the first 90-minute webinar is just an overview of what we do online and why people are moving online. And then the other half of the webinar is the testimonials. People like myself and Deborah, we join that testimonials, and we talk about our success stories.
Hmm.
After this webinar, if you are still not sure, about this webinar, you can send us questions, or you can watch the webinar again. I mean, I personally watched the webinar 3 times myself, because at the first time I was like overwhelmed. I didn't know what they were
Yeah.
talking about. So if you don't understand it, I highly suggest watch the first half again. I mean, the second half is, you don't have to know anything. It's just a testimonial. But the first half, I suggest watch it again 2 times, 3 times, to
Mm.
understand the importance of the online world nowadays. And once you understand the webinar, then we invite you to come to the trial session, which is a 30 days trial. And in that 30 days trial, if you watch the webinar and you feel like this business is not fit for you or your family, you have the option of getting a refund of that 149 US dollar and walk away. No questions asked. We will just refund your money. But the good thing about now here, people, they ask us, hey, you know what? Why do we have to pay $149? Why don't you just explain to us what is the next webinar about? What do you tell them, Deborah?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I said here at this point, when people they are on the first webinar, and we invite them to come to the next webinar to find out about the product, to find out about the business model and how much investment they need and all that stuff. They ask us, okay, why can't we tell them uh, all these information verbally? Why they have to come to the next webinar free, the a trial session, and they pay $149? What do you answer them at that time? Why do they have to pay $149?
Well, the $149 is actually to get you into the training site. 140,
Yeah.
yeah, it's to get you into the training site.
The well, more or so is we are looking for serious people to come
Mm.
and get know more about our online business model, right? Because it's a very unique model, and we don't want like anybody just come and check it out and then walk away. So people who are really interested, people who really want to change their life, we
Mm.
invite those people to come to the trial session and look our business model. Now here I probably want to share a slide for you. This slide here is from one of my buyers that she decided to come to the trial session. This is last year, February, and she is texting me that actually she asked for a refund um, for her $149, and then I told her, yes, definitely, I'm going to send your refund. And then I talked to the office, uh, and I'm sending her a message on Facebook Messenger, and I'm confirming her 3 times that, did you receive your money? Did you receive your money? And she on the left side is her, and she said, yes. Hi, yes, I received my. Let me put my glasses on. Sorry. I received my money, thanks, but as soon as my financial situation gets better, I will come back differently. And this is the email that she received from our customer service that she has been refunded. It's just a confirmation that she has been refunded. And the good news is, this lady, she got the refund and she came back before New Year, and she's back in the business.
And I actually noticed the refund. It says 2 to 10. Was it 2 to 10 working days? But it goes back into your account within a couple of days, doesn't it? It's so quick.
Yeah, they usually write 10 business days, and the reason is because the refund process from our end, it all depends on the other person's method of payment, because sometimes
Yeah.
some people's credit card companies, they put it on hold for 10 days, right?
Mhm.
And it's not from our end. That's why they in the email they put it 10 days, but usually they get it back within 24 hours. So
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, for me, once I hear, if you want to go into a business and they're offering a refund and they're letting you go in for 30 days to check it out, then it's a no-brainer, really, for me, anyway.
yeah, exactly. So Deborah, if you have anything else to say, you're most welcome, and then we'll wrap up this live.
Yeah, I just want to say for anyone that's watching and you're just curious or you're looking for something different, looking for an online business and you want to take back control of your life and your finances, then just give this a go. As Serena said, you can get a refund if you go into the business and you find that it's not a good fit for you, then just get a refund. But that gives you 30 days to go in and have a look at the business. So really and truly, you've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, yeah. So what I would like to say that this closing, my closing statement is if you guys really have a big why, a passion to change your life, if you're a positive mindset, uh, you're dreaming of traveling with your loved ones, or you prefer to raise your own children instead of letting somebody else raise your children, or you would like to take care of your own parents at home while working, in short, working from home or anywhere in the world. And last but not the least, making yourself rich instead of making other people rich.
That's right.
Um, definitely check this business model. You're not going to lose anything. This business can be a life changing opportunity for you. At the end, I would like to thank Deborah one more time for, giving me her time. I really appreciate your time, Deborah. Thank you, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
You too. You too. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.